Did you know the baby growing inside your womb may already be listening to what you're saying? Yes. Around 18 to 20 weeks of pregnancy, a fetus begins responding to sounds, and by 24 to 26 weeks, its hearing becomes much more developed. It can hear its mother's voice, heartbeat, and many sounds from the surrounding environment. That's why maintaining a calm, loving, and positive atmosphere is generally recommended instead of frequent anger, stress, arguments, or negativity. Scientific studies also suggest that the prenatal environment and the sounds a baby is exposed to can influence early development. However, this does not mean that a single negative conversation will determine your baby's future. The most important thing is that the mother experiences a safe, supportive, and emotionally healthy environment throughout pregnancy. So choose your words carefully, because your voice and your behavior may already be reaching your unborn baby. But here's the real question: how can a baby hear inside the womb? The answer lies in an amazing biological process. Whenever we speak, our vocal cords vibrate, creating sound waves that travel through the air. In a pregnant woman, her voice doesn't travel only through the air. It also creates vibrations that move through her chest, throat, bones, and other body tissues. These vibrations are transmitted through the mother's tissues and eventually reach the uterus. Inside the uterus, the baby is surrounded by amniotic fluid. Since sound can travel through both air and liquids, these vibrations pass through the amniotic fluid and reach the developing baby. High-frequency sounds become weaker during this journey, so the baby hears sounds in a softer and more muffled way than we do. Now let's look at the baby's ears. During pregnancy, the outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear gradually develop. Inside the inner ear is a spiral-shaped organ called the cochlea. Within the cochlea are thousands of tiny hair cells. When sound vibrations reach the cochlea, these hair cells convert the vibrations into electrical signals. These electrical signals then travel through the auditory nerve to the baby's brain, specifically to the auditory cortex, where the brain begins processing them as sound. This is why by around 24 to 26 weeks of pregnancy, babies can respond to their mother's voice, heartbeat, and certain sounds from outside the womb. The mother's voice is especially clear to the baby because it reaches the fetus in two ways: through the air outside the body and through vibrations traveling inside the mother's body. This is one of the reasons why many newborns recognize and are comforted by their mother's voice shortly after birth. Researchers using ultrasound and fetal heart rate monitoring have observed that fetuses often change their movements or heart rate when they hear familiar sounds. These findings show that the hearing system becomes active before birth and that babies can respond to sound while still in the womb. Of course, this doesn't mean that one argument or one stressful day will shape your baby's future. However, if a mother experiences long-term stress, her body may produce higher levels of stress hormones such as cortisol. For this reason, maintaining a peaceful, supportive, and emotionally healthy environment during pregnancy is considered important for both the mother and the developing baby. That's why family members should support the expectant mother, speak kindly to her, and help create a calm and positive atmosphere. A baby in the womb isn't just growing physically, it is also gradually learning to hear, sense, and become familiar with the world outside. If you enjoy scientific, trustworthy, and easy-to-understand health and medical information like this, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and follow Zenvy Health for more fascinating health facts and medical science videos. The right knowledge is the first step toward better health. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.